Introducing Babylon 2 by WA Production. 5 years ago we created the original one-page wonder synth, Babylon. The sound and simplicity was an instant hit, so we've gone back to the drawing board and completely overhauled the features, functions and presets to present Babylon 2. This new powerhouse synth is as simple to program as its predecessor, but now with a renewed focus on chunky multi-voice oscillators and evolving user-designed morphing wavetables. Enhanced features have been added along with updated effects, plus unprecedented control over modulation, smart arpeggiation, per-key tuning and much more. Babylon has grown from its humble beginnings to become a beast of a sequel, the multi-purpose super synth you've been waiting for. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of the new features, here are a few preset examples, from intricate soundscapes to piercing leads, growling basses to complex sound effects, where you can hear the morphing wavetables and multiple modulation options in action. Running in all major plugin formats for PC and Mac, Babylon 2 is a flexible and powerful wavetable synth, completely rewritten with updated oscillation options, including multi and quad wavetable modes, new Wavetable Editor with WAV import function, scale and per note microtonal options, intelligent arpeggiator, creative filters, reprogrammed effects, new modulators and matrix options, plus lots more. Let's dive in. Firstly, a quick recap of the architecture of Babylon 2 and what makes it so special. To program many soft synths, you'll find yourself constantly swapping between windows, which can be confusing, time-consuming, and disrupt your workflow. Babylon 2 is different, with every main control on just one screen. This might initially look complex, but everything has its place, from the 3 oscillator sections to the filter, FX, noise generator, and envelope controls. Play mode and polyphony are across the top here, along with the preset browser to access hundreds of creative starting points. You can also lock the preset browser to the left-hand side of the interface using this menu. Here you can also change the interface color scheme and resize it to suit any workstation. This bottom section can be swapped from modulation matrix, mod programming, key tracking, keyboard view, smart arpeggiator, and per-key tuner. The real fun comes with the Wavetable Editor, opened like this. For any of the oscillation modes, you can directly edit waveforms and create new wavetables, and even import your own WAV files to use as waveforms. Let's get into some of the detail behind the new controls. This synth features multi-voice oscillators with stereo, unison and detuning capabilities, now with extra wide options in Babylon 2. The new version introduces 2 additional oscillator modes, multi, which allows blending of multiple waveforms, and quad, which enables morphing between 4 waveforms simultaneously. These can either be waveforms from the hundreds of waveform presets, or ones that you've imported or designed yourself using the new Wavetable Editor. Hold with the right mouse button to drag around the wavetables, either in 3D multi-mode or between 4 waveforms in quad mode. You'll notice the XY positions being adjusted here, which you can also assign to modulators. These new oscillator modes apply to OSC1 and OSC2, and you can further enhance the synthesis by adding in oscillator 3 in frequency modulation, amplitude modulation, and ring modulation modes. With the Wavetable Editor, you are no longer limited to the built-in preset waveforms. This extremely versatile workstation allows the creation of your own wavetables using an easy-to-use line editor. You can start from scratch or modify existing lines to apply to waveforms. Right-click to add or move points on the line. Also right-click to change a point's curve type. Drag between points to adjust wave, pulse, and step width. Two lines, A and B, modify the overall waveform shape, which can make for some complex designs. There are mirroring and normalization options. Use this smoothing control to smooth the lines. These two modifiers for lines A and B can really make wild changes, with options for phase, squeeze, pinch, drive, and much more. There's a secondary modifier too, which has access to the same preset waveform shapes and similar phase and smoothing controls to mix into your main waveform shape. With multi and quad oscillator modes, you have up to 24 waveforms to play with per oscillator in these slots. Each waveform can be completely different, ready to be morphed with the XY position controls. To import your own waveform and mix it with the others, head here, where you can choose single or multi-cycle. Split the file into any number of waveform tables and index which table to use. Modifiers are here too, to shape the sound. Once edited, you can save your individual or multi-waveform as an OSC source. Then open it to assign to any of the oscillators or LFOs. Expand your sonic palette with Babylon 2's extensive range of filter types, for the first time including SVF, IIR, and bi-quad filters, as well as traditional and more experimental options. A special shout out for the new RMG filter category, inspired by classic Moog style filters, but with more modern sensibilities. You can really hear this in effect with some of the new presets. In addition, the classic selection can be excellent for tight 303 style effects when driven hard. The filter section has traditional controls for cut, resonance, key tracking, and envelope, plus the ability to load a polyphonic effect in the filter section, limiting, saturation, overdrive, degradation, and much more. Experience the richness of Babylon 2's improved reverb, delay, distortion, and a newly added effect for tempo-synced phasing. Easily select, activate, and adjust effects parameters here. The stereo noise generator has also been given a facelift with brand new noise types, now totaling 9. Another addition to Babylon version 2 is the new Arpeggiator, just here. It supports different time signatures and includes an intelligent pattern generator with manual control over parameters like population and complexity. Just choose your limitations and hit generate. One of Babylon's original standout features was the microtonal tuning section, which allows for the tuning of individual notes to play quarter tone and microtonal scales. In Babylon 2, this has been extended, so you can unlink the octaves, meaning that if you prefer, every single note of the 11 octaves can have different tuning assigned. The scale bank contains over 20 standard scales and over 30 additional scales from far-flung places, some using quarter tones for exotic musical moments. Plus, you can save your own tuning presets. Looking at a few more standout features to close. The new curve editor for envelope modulators offers unprecedented control over envelope shapes. Just click on the attack, decay, or release letters, and you'll get wavetable-like line editors packed with options. In addition to existing LFO, vibrato, and envelope modulators, Babylon version 2 also adds 2 extra envelope followers. There are 2 new key track modulators here, each equipped with intuitive line editors for precise control. With a host of features and performance improvements, Babylon 2 is now such a powerful synth that it could easily become your daily workhorse. With lightning-fast preset loads and one-page editing options, it's never been quicker to program and tweak your sounds. Super visual and really hands-on. I haven't even mentioned some of the other improvements, such as new play modes, expanded polyphony, and oscillator stereo ping-pong. Download the trial version of Babylon 2 to experience the resurrection of a stone-cold classic synth. Head to waproduction.com, and thanks for watching.